on Sunday, me and my friends visited a dam. There we did a bit of sightseeing and
Oh, great! You go for picnics also on Sundays.
sir,
Kya
yes,
baat hai.
sir.
Very
Every
nice.
Sunday, me
Very
and my
nice.
friends
Very
plan.
nice.
Yes, sir. So while we were visiting the dam, we saw the structure of the dam, and some of it was provided with gates, and some was not provided with gates. So can you please tell me which was this portion that was provided with gates?
Yeah, had you gone there for picnic or study? This is a study question.
It was picnic cum study.
Okay. No. You see, whenever you go for the dam, the dam is always having two sections. One section is known as overflow section, and another section is known as non-overflow section. What happens whenever each dam is having some catchment area, and for each catchment area, we receive the rainfall. When we receive the rainfall, that rainfall is converted into runoff. And when there is a large runoff, that is converted into floods. So whatever rainfall that occurs there in the dam, in the catchment area, that entire rainfall is converted ultimately into floods. These floods, they approach to the dam. And when they approach to the dam, in the initial level, what happens? The dam is, say, empty. Or the dam which you visited, that was empty, because all those portions you said, that was just not having any overflow taking place there. So initially dam is empty. Now this dam slowly, that level goes on increasing. At one point of time, the flood will reach to that section which you are talking about, that is known as overflow section. That overflow section has a topmost level, that is known as crest level. That crest level is a level up to which the floods will be stored in the dam. Thereafter, if still the rainfall continues there in the catchment, if still floods are approaching from the catchment, and if that water level in the dam is now, after touching the crest level, then it is going up, then that water level is known as surplus flood. It is normal flood and surplus flood. Normal flood is the water that is reaching to dam side. But having reached to the crest level, and then thereafter it is still continuing, continuously the flow is received in the dam, then that flood is known as surplus flood. This surplus flood, if it is not released from the dam, then it may out of the entire dam body, and entire dam body may fail. Failing of dam is not an easy thing. It will cause a great disaster there on the downstream side. So to avoid that disaster, what we do, we provide one specific zone, one specific portion in the dam body which will allow the overflow, the surplus flow, to get discharged on the downstream side. So that protects the entire non-overflow section, that protects the entire dam section from overtopping, from overflooding, and that will save the entire dam body. So to save the entire dam body, we need to provide some overflow section in dam body. This overflow section is known as spillway. So what you saw, what you visited was spillway portion of the dam. So dam has non-overflow section, that is dam. Dam has overflow section, that is spillway. So what you saw, that was spillway. So why spillway is provided? Then I think you got it.
Yes.
Why?
Because the dam will fail, and we are supposed to let the water flow.
So to save the dam.
Yes.
So in pressure cooker, we provide the whistle to release the pressure.
Yes.
Similarly, in the dam, to protect the dam body, we provide overflow section. That overflow section is known as spillway. And sometimes to regulate that flow, the gates are provided. You saw gates also on that overflow section. So that is the control structure, controlling the floods. So the floods, if you want to regulate how much floods are to be released, then you operate the gates. So there are some spillways without gates also. You are lucky enough to visit such a dam as a picnic spot that was having gates also. It was a good thing. But hereafter, please go whenever you are on picnic, just enjoy the nature.
Yes, definitely.